Lee, going to sound like a broken record. No games are easy in the Panorama Conference South.
No, especially this one, at home, because they've got the best away record in the league. Only lost 3 times this season away from home. Fantastic record. Going back 4 months now to when they lost at Bournemouth. So we've got our hands full today. It'll be a tough game, and we expect that every game. But we've got to play for 90 minutes today. It's the only thing that concerns me is that we went to Western, and for half an hour we didn't, and we got turned over in that half an hour, and we didn't get back in the game.
Why did the Hawks perform so badly in that first half an hour? Because it was pretty dire without trying to beat around the bush.
First 15 minutes we played well, but then for half an hour after that until half time, when we conceded the 2 goals, we didn't have, for me, we didn't have the desire and the energy, and didn't put ourselves around nowhere near enough to work hard enough off the ball. We're just at half time. I think the second half was probably the most we've done that, and created a lot of opportunities off the back of it. But today the message to the players has been go and do it for 90 minutes. If you foul because you miss chances, etc., then we'll take that. But you've got to go and put the work in.
We've obviously missed the 3 points against Maidenhead and then last week against Western. Is today a must-win game for the Hawks in terms of the playoffs?
No, it's not a must-win game. We've got 8 games left. Obviously, it's a crucial game for us, but it's not a must-win game. It's not the end of the world if we didn't win today, even though it can feel like it at times. But we've got, like I said, 8 cup finals left, and we'll be giving it everything to see if we can get in there.
Obviously, we went to Wealdstone, I think it was in October. We were top of the league, we'd just beaten Bournemouth. For me, that is my game of the season. The 2-2 draw and everything. The atmosphere, the managers obviously getting sent from the dugout had absolutely everything. I know it got rescinded, Lee. But that for me was one of my favourite games of the season.
It's certainly been the best atmosphere I think we've played in. Great fans there, and we took quite a few that night as well. And it was a really good atmosphere to play in. I think the players enjoyed it, the pitch was good, and there was probably 1,000 people there baiting for blood, and it was great, but it was done in the right way. I think it was competitive, but not too much.
Need to ask you about Scott McLeish. Been told he's in his 40s now, pushing 41. Still knows where the net is though. How are you going to stop him today?
He's older than me, Scotty, to be fair, but I played against him a lot in recent years, and he's a fantastic pro. It doesn't surprise me that he's still going at that age. Works really hard. He's an example to all the younger players playing around him and with him, and he can be. He scored up there against us. I think it was the equalising goal. He's got a good spring, very good in the air for 5'9", and he's got to be watched if he gets on the pitch.
Well, we're going to ask you a little bit later on about the new contracts. Obviously, we know by the time this goes out about Brian Stock signing a new 2-year deal and Ben Swallow, but that's something we can talk about later. Lee, thank you very much indeed.
Thanks very much. Cheers, Lee. Thanks.
Welcome to the two teams, Havant and Wealdstone. Your starting 11s for today for the 2 sides. For Wealdstone, in goal, Jonathan North. Number 2, James Hammond. At 3, Ryan Watts. 4 is Wes Parker, the skipper. At 5, Carl Martin. 6, Elliot. Opening goal of the game, Havant and Waterlooville by number 5, Ryan Dutton.
must have scored. Come here, Sham. Come here.
I think both of you. I got a double interview with goal scorer Scott Donnelly and Shamir Mullins. Sham, you can see what it means to Donis to score. What does he bring to the team overall?
This lad's got everything. Head and shoulders above everyone.
Shit, you. Looks that way.
Scott, your penalty today. Again, we're not going to give too much of a secret away, but it was a really good penalty. The goalkeeper's gone the wrong way.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously I missed one against Boreham. I sort of half slipped. I don't normally go as far as that in the corner, really, because the goalie tends to go a little bit early. Don't play that bit, really. But no, I'd see him move and I slightly the other side and see him happy to score.
I need to ask you about the celebration. It was the 2 for 2 goals you scored again against Wealdstone after they gave you a fair bit of stick. Must have meant a lot.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I enjoyed my time there. I mean, I don't know if they enjoyed me being there, but I enjoyed my time there. It's part and parcel of football. It happened when we played at their gaff and I scored the equaliser there. Luckily, I've scored 2 again today, which I'm happy with.
And what did you make of your second goal?
I don't really know, to be honest. I think Righty played me in and I felt someone try and trip me and somehow I stayed on my feet, and to be honest, when I hit it and the keeper sort of half saved it, I thought it was going to go wide, but it just snuck in the far corner, which meant a lot to me actually. It's just like my first one from open play for a while and it meant a lot.
Sham, just want to ask you, the boys have obviously won today.
Yeah.
What does that mean? They haven't been playing particularly well at times, but they keep grinding out the results.
Yeah, I mean, no, we're pushing on. We're getting. Should I say, stronger as a team. We want to win every game we go into now. We've got 7 more cup finals. Hopefully, we can win all of them. And just pushing for playoffs or promotion.
How confident are the lads now that they'll be able to actually get to the playoffs, Sam? How confident are the boys that we can get to the playoffs?
Oh, very confident. We're very confident. If we can put in performances like we did in the second half today and just kick on for the rest of the season, I think we'll have no problem with that. And if Donis is on the score sheet every week, we've got no problem.
Donis, I want to ask you, was Sham's goal against Eastbourne earlier in the season, was that your goal of the season?
No.
Yours against Western, possibly?
No. Sham's goal was at an important time. They just got a goal back into the game, and it was really important for us to get another one. He's come on and he's made a big impact coming on as a sub for us in recent weeks. And again today he's come on. He's been brilliant. So full credit to him. He works very, very hard in training every single week, and he's showing it when he gets on. He's doing the business for us.
Well, thank you very much for chatting to us, boys. It's been a very relaxed interview today, boys. Congratulations, and Donis, you were Hawks fan man of the match. Congratulations.
Thanks, bud.
Brian Dutton, goal scoring hero, your first goal for the club.
Yeah.
Wasn't expecting to speak to you today.
No, well, it's been a long time coming, to be honest. Usually want to get away sooner than I have, but thankfully made a contribution and got us off the mark.
It was Stocky who's obviously had the shot, and then you've just got your head to it. Talk me through it from your point of view.
Yeah, well, I was anticipating Stocky having the shot. Obviously, expecting him to hit it a bit sweeter than he did, but fortunately it's come my way and I've just managed to dive it into the corner.
Are you on a goal bonus?
Unfortunately not, no.
Obviously Havant and Waterlooville have done well today. They haven't quite kept the clean sheet, but
Yeah.
What did you make of the performance overall today from the boys?
Tale of two halves, to be honest. I think first half we struggled a little bit to get our game going, all over the park, defensively and offensively, but second half we come out, assessed it and went again, and a lot better performance. It went a great performance by any means, but we're at the business end of the season now. It's all about results,
and that's a result that's been ground out today. What did you make of Jefferson Louis, the Wealdstone number 9 today? There's a big presence, wasn't it, for them?
Very much so, a handful. I mean, he's an experienced boy, been on the non-league circuit a while. He knows what he's good at, and he did it very well today. There's not many teams that come here and give our defence a run around, and I think he probably did. Hold my hands up, me especially, first half. But we got to grips with him, and I think we coped with him a lot better second half.
Has there been a points target set for the club, or how many points do you think personally that it's going to take to get to the playoffs?
I'm not sure, to be honest. The the gaffer will be in charge of the old point tallying that, but you know it's a cliche, but it's all about cup finals now. I think it's 7 cup finals to go, and once you get ahead of yourself and start looking towards point tallying that, you maybe lose your focus. So we'll just treat it as every game come and go.
Well, that's congratulations on the goal today.
Thank you very much.
We'll look forward to seeing it on highlights. Well done, mate.
Cheers, thank you.
The Wealdstone manager joins us. Gordon, Wealdstone have lost by 3-1 in the Panorama Conference South. What did you make of the game overall?
I'm bitterly disappointed with the last probably 35 minutes of the game, where I think the penalty totally changed it from both sides' point of view. All of a sudden, Havant had more energy. We looked a little bit shell-shocked, lost our shape, and for the last 35 minutes, I think Havant totally and utterly deserved it. But I think we were the contributory factor in that.
What was your opinion of the penalty? Was it a penalty in your eyes?
Listen, I'm 50 yards away. I'm not going to make a judgment. I mean, I was disappointed that it's been given, but there was nobody whinging as far as our players are concerned. So just got to accept it. But that's 2 weeks running where a penalty has changed the game for us. Last week, we gave one away just after half time, and what have we done? 10 minutes into the second half today, we've done the same thing. Makes a massive difference.
Do you think it's a lack of experience on your Wealdstone side, or do you think it's something more fundamental?
No, I think last week was an individual error, and today I think James felt he could win the ball, didn't, because I was very comfortable in the first half, and really felt we were in the ascendancy and we would go on and win it.
Jefferson Louis was certainly a key player for your side today. We talked about him before the game, but he was one heck of a presence, wasn't he?
He can be, yeah. I think first half he was. Second half I didn't think he along with many of us didn't do enough. And we say it's about the little things that win, make the difference in football matches. And I certainly feel second half we didn't do the little things very well. And consequently, Havant were dominant and won the game in the end quite comfortably. So.
I'd love to get your opinion on the hour mark. Brian Stocks gone in for a tackle. I don't know if you could quite see it, but certainly from our point of view in the stand, looked possibly two-footed. What was your view on it?
Listen, I don't think I've ever witnessed a game with so many fouls in it, to be fair. That was just one of many. I don't even remember it, so certainly no whinging from our point of view.
Talk to me about your next game. It doesn't get any easier for Wealdstone, does it?
No, got Gosport Monday night, but it's a good opportunity to bounce back. There's 2 games running that we've been on the wrong end of the result, and we need to turn it round. We were having a torrid start. We've done well. What was that? 1 defeat in 15, and all of a sudden we got 2 on the bounce. And we need to learn from these games and get it right Monday night. They got beaten today, Gosport. So they'll be looking to put it right, but unfortunately it was the same as Havant. They lost last week and they did put it right today.
Your fans, though, were an absolute credit to your club. They were vocal throughout the game and they didn't stop getting behind your side.
No, that's right. I mean, they're bound to get frustrated when we put in a performance like we did second half, but nevertheless, they've stayed behind, they've clapped us off the park, and they know as well as I do we've got to be better on Monday. But full credit to them. I don't know how many were here, 150 of ours. Fantastic, and hopefully we've had some great nights at the Vale this year and over the last couple of years, midweeks, Monday nights. Yep. Big atmospheres. I sincerely hope Monday night will be exactly the same, and this time we come out with 3 points.
Well, I will say that if it's anything like the atmosphere that you played against us, it's going to be one hell of a game. Gordon Bartlett, the Wealdstone manager, thank you for joining us.
Pleasure.
Best of luck for the rest of the season.
And to you, of course.
Lee, again, another tale of 2 halves. This time we scored 3 goals.
Yeah, no, I thought the first half we didn't get hold of the ball well enough, and we didn't deal with Jefferson Louis well enough in the first half and caused us a few problems with his experience and his strength and pace, to be fair. Second half, got hold of the ball better, gave us a foothold in the game, made better decisions in the second half, and got the goal, and we benefited from I think forward thinking in the second half. Lads getting on the front foot and going supporting the front men.
I need to ask you about the first half performance. Again, it was sort of similar to the one against Western. Why is that happening? Waterlooville do seem to have a problem with the first half. Is it adjusting to games or is it something else?
We played badly in the first half. We just couldn't get hold of the ball. The pitch was bobbly. It was giving the opposition time to get back at us when we got in 1v1 situations. It wasn't really a sort of pitch to run with the ball on, and it lacked that little bit of quality trying to penetrate the opposition, because every time we got in a position it was it'd give them a bit of time to get back us really, and I felt we needed a different dimension, and we changed the formation.
What was particularly disappointing from your point of view about Wealdstone's goal?
I made the players aware of Jefferson running down the channel, and he is strong and he wants to get his arm into people, and he's done that well. And he got down the side of us and cut the ball back, and it's something we spoke about. And you know, it's always frustrating, and the centre halves will be frustrated that he's done it as well. But as I say, I think second half we dealt with him a lot better, and it caused us less problems.
And I swear I see a different game to you. For me, it looked like Donnelly may have put the ball into his own net. Brocky's given it to O'Neill. I'll let you clear it up. Whose goal is it?
I'm not sure. It's a goal mouth sort of scramble. Donners has dived in at the same time as their man, and he's probably took a couple of ricochets, to be honest, and gone in.
Talk to me about the penalty. Gortland Bartlett didn't really want to comment on it. He said he was 50 yards away, didn't want to comment. For me, that says it was a penalty.
Yeah, I mean, Stocky's just got his body in the way of the man and the ball, and the lad just sort of took his legs from underneath and from behind with a sort of shoulder chucked into it. So for me, where I stood, I was obviously 30 yards closer than Gordon, and it looked a foul. Anywhere else on the pitch, it certainly would be given a foul, so why not in the penalty box?
Let's talk about Donnelly's second goal. You were a little bit confused as to my question, but it was Donnelly's goal all day long.
Yeah, no, good run. Right, he held the ball up, turned, and played a fantastic ball in between the two of them, and Donners is running behind and slotted it in with his left foot, and yeah, good, because I think it gives him a bit of a lift. You know, he's scored a few penalties recently, and to score from open play is good for him. A two, and bring him off on a hat trick was disappointing for him, but we just wanted to give us a bit more of a foothold in the centre of the park, and not really going to try and score too many more goals.
You always factor in goals at important times for defenders. That defender's got a goal. What a goal it was! That big header, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. It's a good time, you know, to score the goal, and it's nice to go 1-0 up in the game. They got back at us pretty quickly, and we showed a good character in the second half to go on and win it.
It was a niggly game, wasn't it? There was about 30 fouls in there. I was speaking to Gordon a moment ago, and he said he can't remember a game with so many fouls. It seemed to be from both sides, and the referee has been quite pedantic because he's quite entitled to do so.
Yeah, the ball was, you know, like I say, it's quite a lively pitch, and players were having touches that they wouldn't normally have, letting people close them down. There was little niggles all over the pitch, and you know, I think the ref is trying to let play go on, but it was difficult on that surface.
There was one, I've asked Gordon, I'll ask you, I don't know if you're going to quite agree with me, but there was one where Brian Stotts kind of jumped into the ball, and the way it's looked is he's gone in with 2 feet. What was your view on it, if you saw it? It was the one on 60 Minutes that led up to
over near here. Well, he's jumped in, but not tackling. He's jumped in to try and block the pass through to somebody, I felt, at the time. There's no contact at all. He's jumped and tried to block a ball into the front man, I think. Trying to recite my memory, but I can't really remember it that well, to be honest.
And just moving away from the first team, I just want to speak about the academy quickly. The academy did reach the semi-finals. They did go out to Gateshead, but what a performance it was from the academy to reach the semi-finals.
Great achievement for them. You know, 108 teams in that National Cup, and to get down to the last 4 is a fantastic achievement for them. So close, but so far away, and it's a good experience for them lads. You know, they've been away up to Gateshead, 8-hour trip on a coach, stayed overnight, and done it properly. And you know, I think it's a good academy. We've got some good kids coming through, and we've had obviously Charlie Sells come through it, and Harry Wedlake as well. You know, starting to produce players. That's what it's for.
Have you spoken to the academy boys at all?
Yes, I took training session before they went, and since I've spoken to Neil Tomlinson, the academy coach, and you know, got a close connection with them, which I think is vital, really. And me and Sean Gale go over and take training sessions, and we have lads in to train with us to try and bridge that gap.
What would your message be to the academy boys, having gone out to Gateshead? Would you have a message for them?
Yeah, just not to get too down with it, really, and realise what you've already done. You know, to get that far in the game and beat some good teams on the way through it is an achievement. Be disappointed, but don't be too hard on yourselves about it.
Let's go back to the first team. For me, if they get there, I believe Ebbsfleet may have a good chance of winning the playoffs. Whether they get there is going to be a different point, but let's talk about Ebbsfleet, big spending side with a new manager.
Yeah, I've just said actually to Radio Solent, I think if they get in the playoffs, they will be a difficult team to play against, because they've got some real quality in their team. It's a new team that Jamie Day's sort of put together in the last couple of months, and they've started to get a bit of momentum now. and there always is a team that sneaks in last minute normally. Dover last year, as we know more than anyone, and went on to win it. So. Yeah, if they get in and they'll come in next week and have a real go to see, obviously we're in there now in 4th position, they'll come and try and get 3 points against us and try and close the gap. So it should be an open game next week. Is it going to be now, do you still feel 4 wins from 7 games to get to the playoffs now for the Hawks? I think that would be enough, to be honest, yeah. I think, it will, I think, come down to Basingstoke away and Whitehawk at home. So it's going to be imperative that the fans turn up against Ebbsfleet and the remaining home games. Yeah, massive for us. Yeah, we've got three home games left to come and get behind the team and make some noise for the boys would be fantastic. Hopefully we can give them another couple more games to come and support at the end of that. Well, Lee, thank you for speaking with us. Congratulations on the hard-fought win over the Stones. Thank you. Cheers.